I'd like to rank all of the Harry Potter films. There are 8 of them, and I am a big fan of this franchise. Not all of these films are perfect, but I think all of them are at least entertaining. These are my picks. I'm sure that you have a different ranking than my own. Please let me know. I'd be curious to see them, and I am a big fan of this series. So, without further ado, here we go. Number 8. The worst of the Harry Potter movies to me is Half-Blood Prince. I think this movie is kind of a mess. With the tone, with the story, it just doesn't really hit home for me as it should have, especially coming off of the book. The Half-Blood Prince book is one of the best books of the entire series, and this to me is the worst adaptation just because it misses so much from the source material. And I would have loved to have seen more Voldemort flashbacks and at least give us an explanation as to why Snape is the Half-Blood Prince or what that is, but this movie really glosses over that. And while I like Dumbledore's death scene, it could have been much better. There's no attack scene on the burrow in the books. It's stupid that they added that in the films. I don't like the awkward romance scenes with the students at Hogwarts. Like, I get that they're growing older and that they're having hormones, but I just don't like it. I would have done this movie very differently, which it's kind of surprising because I kind of enjoyed The Order of the Phoenix, which was also directed by David Yates. I don't think that Yates is a bad director, but I don't think that he did particularly a great job directing the Half-Blood Prince. Number 7 is Goblet of Fire. Goblet of Fire might just be my favorite book, my favorite Harry Potter book of all of them. I think it's just a wonderful book and it's got a lot of surprises. I love the 3 tasks in this book. But here, I think that Mike Newell does a terrible job directing this movie. It is filled with many exposition scenes, and we don't really get any time to breathe here. There's a lot of action, not enough character moments, and there's a lot of weird choices. Like, a lot of them have really long hair, and I just don't understand why everybody has long hair in this film. It's kind of weird. And I don't like the ball scene where, like, everybody starts dancing. It's just really weird. There's some weird choices throughout this movie. And I like the finale of the movie. I like Harry's confrontation with Voldemort. I think it's by far the best part of this film. It is exciting. It is really well done. But this movie is just really a poor adaptation of a great book, in my opinion. There's just so much that they cut out here. Number 6 is Prisoner of Azkaban. I know a lot of people have this movie a lot higher on their list. It's a very popular Harry Potter movie, but to me, I think the substance of this movie kind of lacks, and the story is a mess. I don't really like watching Prisoner of Azkaban. I love the style of the film. Like, while I see a lot of people say that the style is excellent, I don't see a lot of people say that the story is excellent here, because it isn't. It's just really kind of confusing, and I don't love the actor that plays Dumbledore here. Michael Gambon is fine. I think he gets better as the series goes along, but I much prefer Richard Harris in the role. And I think that the confusing time travel element here is not done really well compared to in the books. This movie really is poorly executed, in my opinion. And when you get to the twist, like, it barely makes any sense. And the werewolf is done so poorly in the film, too. I just don't love Prisoner of Azkaban that much. Unfortunately, I think it's entertaining. It's got entertaining sequences. It's well directed, but it's not my favorite one of the franchise. I just gotta be honest, and I hate the last scene of the film. I think that is really out of place. Number 5 is Deathly Hallows Part 1. Deathly Hallows Part 1 is a slow burn. It's not the most exciting Harry Potter experience that you'll ever have. And it makes sense, right? Because it's the first part of a story. So I'm not gonna sit here and say like this entire movie is boring, because it's not. I find it quite well directed, and it's got some good action set pieces as well. It's just like not my favorite Harry Potter film. Like there's a lot of stuff that aren't really explained here, and I think that the movie is kind of lacking in certain areas. Got a great cliffhanger, and I like a lot of it. Just I think that this movie could have been a little better. Yeah, it's not my favorite Harry Potter film, but it's not the worst either. It's just really middle of the road. Number 4 is Order of the Phoenix. Order of the Phoenix, I think, is a good film. It's missing a lot of stuff from the book, but I think it's like the biggest book of this series, so you had to cut stuff out, and they cut a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but it represents the book pretty well. It's a dark film. It might just be one of the darkest. I think Deathly Hallows Part 2 is a little darker than Order of the Phoenix, but Order of the Phoenix is pretty dark. And I love Umbridge as a character. I think that she's so evil, and I love the line, like, I must not tell lies. She's really well portrayed and acted here. I love the actor that plays her, and apparently a lot of the actors really enjoyed acting with her on set. They have nothing but good things to say about her. I really enjoyed the film. I think it's got good action set pieces. I like that Harry becomes a teacher here, and he shows the other students how to defend themselves. Yeah, overall, just a really good, entertaining movie. I love the ending fight between Voldemort and Dumbledore. It's just a fun overall film. Number 3 is Philosopher's Stone. Philosopher's Stone, to me, is a really faithful adaptation. It is done super well, and I just don't understand what they're going to do different in the Harry Potter TV series. It feels really pointless to me just because of how good Philosopher's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets were. Christopher Columbus, to me, is the best director of these films. He understood the source material, and he adapted the shit out of these books. The acting here is solid. Like, there are kids here, so I'm not gonna say they are amazing, but I don't think that they're really all that terrible either. Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson were really just picked well for the roles, and I love the magic elements of this movie. I think it's really a wonderful kids adventure tale, and I was like really into it when I saw that in the theater. I remember where I was when I saw the first Harry Potter film. Even though it's been over 20 years ago, I still remember it, and I have a fun memory with the Harry Potter franchise. Number 2 is Chamber of Secrets. Chamber of Secrets, to me, is a fun sequel. It is a darker sequel as well. Like, it's a very dark movie, especially for a kid's film. And I like the entire mystery surrounding the Chamber of Secrets. I don't know why. I think that it's just a really almost like terrifying mystery. Kids are being killed by the Higher of Slytherin, and there's this monster deep in this castle. Like, I think that it's just a fun film overall, and I really like the direction by Chris Columbus again. He really got the source material, and he was perfect for these two films. I think that it's kind of silly that the kids figure out where the Chamber of Secrets is, and the teachers have no clue. I think that's really kind of ridiculous, but you just have to let it slide. It's a kid's book. Overall, just a really fun, entertaining sequel. It's my second favorite Harry Potter film. My number 1 favorite Harry Potter movie is Deathly Hallows Part 2. There are changes here, absolutely. Some of the execution is a bit wonky, but overall, it's the movie that has the most emotional depth out of all of these films, and it has the most satisfying payoff. And I love what they did with Snape's character arc here, and Harry's, and Ron, and Hermione's, and everybody else. Like everything comes to a head and everything is just so well done. The Battle of Hogwarts is exciting. I think that this movie is just well directed and it's action packed and it's just a grand conclusion to the overall Harry Potter saga. And yeah, good luck TV show because you're gonna need it. These movies are all pretty good and they actually have all good scenes, all good character moments. I am very doubtful that this TV show is actually gonna be worth it in the long run. So let me know what your Harry Potter ranking is down in comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.